Pokemon cards are here to stay, it seems, slowly but surely taking over sports card trading shows nationwide. So it's time to learn a thing or two about these darn things. It can be hard for baseball card collectors to learn something new, but let's at least try.
Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. No, we're all in this together.
First off, Pokemon is a portmanteau, a combination of pocket and monsters. Pocket monsters. Pokemon. Pokemon can refer to the entirety of all pocket monsters or to any individual pocket monster. Pikachu, the most popular monster, is a Pokemon, but not all Pokemon are Pikachus. Pokemon was a video game first, beginning in 1996, and the trading card game came shortly thereafter. You can think of the 1996 Pokemon cards like the 1952 Topps baseball cards. They are foundational and highly prized. The 1996 Pokemon set was only published in Japan, so the original cards are all in Japanese. If you see listings claiming to be 1996 cards and you see English, those are fake, being sold by frauds, and they're everywhere. Authentic 1996 cards are highly sought after and highly prized by people who were kids when these cards were originally released, but who now are adults with jobs and disposable income at the ready with a chance to purchase a little nostalgia. This sounds vaguely familiar. Despite the different origins, both baseball cards and Pokemon cards share a core principle: collectibility. Each card represents a piece of a larger world, and the thrill of collecting lies in finding, organizing, and completing sets, runs, and series. Whether that means every player from a certain baseball season or team, or every Pokemon species from a specific expansion pack. This shared desire to collect, to build something larger from individual pieces, is at the heart of both hobbies. Also, in both collecting worlds, value increases with rarity. Just like how the 1952 Topps high numbers are an order of magnitude more expensive now than their low number counterparts. In the 1952 Topps set, we can know the rarity by the card number. Numbers 310 and below are plebeian, but cards 311 to 409, those are special. Pokemon cards rely on a rarity symbol instead, a 3-star system that designates how rare each card is: 1 star, 2 stars, and 3 stars. The 3-star cards are like the 1952 Topps high numbers, but then there's the no rarity error cards that weren't printed with a rarity symbol at all, and these are, funny enough, the most rare. These are the 1990 Topps Frank Thomas no name on front cards. Much like modern cards, Pokemon cards have holograms, parallels, and variations. As the parallels become more rare, the demand goes up, as does the price. This seems vaguely familiar. From the early days, Charizard and Pikachu were the big names. They were the Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays. Not so much in the modern sets, though. A 2025 Charizard is pretty much a common, thanks to massive overproduction and reprints. Just like a 2025 reprint Mickey Mantle isn't worth much more than a coin or two. But the original Mickey Mantle card, well, that's the 1996 Japanese edition Charizard, which can bring nearly $500,000 in a PSA 10 slab. In 2025, the big cards in baseball were names like Ohtani, Mizurowski, and Skeens. Well, the Paul Skeens of 2025 Pokemon is Umbreon here. There's a lot going on, but you learned how to identify a Blue Wave Refractor out of 10, or a Pineapple Crackle-Ice Prism out of 25, so this really isn't so hard. To decode, look at the bottom corner. The letter H in this case is a set designation that lets you know if the card is legal in certain tournament play. Some tournaments limit what sets you can use. The next symbol tells you what the release set is, and that lets you track it to a certain series. Kinda like Topps Series 1, Topps Series 2, Topps Update, and etc. PREEN in this case. PRE stands for Prismatic Evolutions, and EN stands for English. Next is the card number. For baseball cards, we just get the card number, not the total in the set. So this Trey Turner rookie is a 2016 Topps Series 1 card 103. But it doesn't tell you that there were 350 cards in Series 1 that year. So really, this is card 103 of 350. Pokemon makes that designation. A common Umbreon card like this is card 60 of 131, but this card is card 161 of 131, letting you know it's a super rare card. This is a great way to help identify possible value when you come across a box of Pokemon cards at a show or at a garage sale. If the first number is higher than the second, take notice and Google it before tossing it into the garbage. This also has the 2 gold star rarity symbol on it too. If you know how to read the cards, finding rare ones, and therefore the valuable ones, is pretty easy. There's a handful of ultra-rare, limited edition Pokemon cards, like this Pikachu Illustrator. Only 39 were produced in 1997. They aren't serial numbered like most baseball cards are today, but the short print run makes these cards highly valuable. Nearly all of them are 6-figure cards, and this one, the lone PSA 10, went for an eye-watering $5.2 million not too long ago. Pokemon cards are sold in sets, just like baseball cards, that more or less follow annual releases. Each Pokemon set has related booster packs, and these are like the update series and holiday series that follow. Of course, most of the cards are fairly worthless commons. And of course, the new product is stupidly expensive, as rippers hope to score an ultra-rare hologram or color variation. This sounds vaguely familiar. Here's the kicker. These days, PSA grades Pokemon cards at a clip 5 times greater than baseball cards. 5 Pokemon cards for every 1 baseball card. They've graded more than 2 million Pikachu cards alone, and another 2 million Charizards. Michael Jordan, only 1.7 million. Griffey, 800,000. Shohei Ohtani, only 700,000. These are huge numbers. Combine that with the seeming takeover of card shows, and I feel like it was really time for me to get a handle on what this Pokemon business is all about. But the big question still is, what's the bloody point of these cards? Pokemon is a TCG, a trading card game. They aren't just picture cards. It's a game, and legions of people take the game very seriously. Originally, the point of buying packs was to get a good variety of cards to play. To play a game, you start with a deck of exactly 60 cards, so you need to collect at least that many to be a viable player. But really, you need many more so that your deck can have many options from game to game. Each player sits down at the table with a deck of 60 of their own cards, and the game commences. I won't bore you with the details of how to play, which are easily findable elsewhere, but player skill matters, and the better cards you have, the better your chances of winning, which drives the search for better and better cards in packs. In the world of collectibles, few items have achieved the same level of cultural impact as Pokemon cards and baseball cards. While they originate from entirely different domains, one from a Japanese fantasy franchise about fictional pocket monsters with special powers, and the other from America's obsession with baseball and tobacco, these two card traditions share striking similarities. Both have built vast communities of collectors, inspired feelings of nostalgia across generations, and developed into significant economic markets. By examining their shared features, collectibility, rarity, community, grading, emotional appeal, and investment value, we can see how Pokemon cards and baseball cards serve as two sides of perhaps the same cultural coin, expressions of our own desire to own, share, and celebrate the things that we love. Although separated by decades, geography, and subject matter, Pokemon cards and baseball cards share a remarkable kinship. Both are built on the joy of collecting and the thrill of discovery. They have created communities and inspired lifelong passions, big and small. In the end, Pokemon cards and baseball cards remind us that collecting isn't just about ownership. It's about connection to our past, to our interests, and to each other. Maybe Pokemon cards aren't so bad after all. Thanks for watching. Help support the channel with the purchase of a custom card box divider, maybe even for your Pokemon cards. Email me at philliesbaseballcards@gmail.com to talk about